YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute since I made a video, but it has been really tiring. I've been tired, and actually, to be honest, I've been kind of exhausted, but that's part of the stroke. It's considered fatigue. Um, I've had a lot of back-to-back appointments in terms of doctors. Um, and then I just found a new doctor, so he's been having me take a bunch of tests, and my physical therapy starts next week. So, needless to say, I have been extremely tired. But they say that's expected because my brain is working so hard to repair my left side. So, on to the update. So what's been going on since my last video? Well, I am now a month and a half into keto. Though, let me start off by, being perfectly honest. This past week has been kind of emotional for me. So my stress level has been kind of high. So I have been snacking. And my sweet tooth came back with a vengeance. I watched Dr. Berg's video. In fact, I think he put it out today, which is the 15th, though I'm not sure when you'll see this video. But today that I'm recording is the 15th. But I want to say he put it out either yesterday, which would have been the 14th, or today. That stress does cause the sugar cravings, which makes perfectly good sense, I should say, because my sweet tooth has been out of control, and I have been eating sugars. So now my weakness is Oreo cookies of any kind, double stuff, mint, lemon, regular, doesn't really matter. It's just an Oreo. And a friend of my son's brought some Oreos here, and initially I was doing really good. However, in the last couple of days, I've probably eaten a row. Because again, stress level. It's nothing that is too traumatic, but it's just a lot. We're going through some stuff. We are supposed to be moving in November. Like I said, I just got a new doctor, so I've been bogged down with appointments, and I've just been stressed, and it's just been one thing after the other, and so yeah, I'm like at an all-time high in terms of stress. But other than that, aside from just attack of the sweet tooth, I've been maintaining really well. I'm still tracking my macros, though I'll admit that I haven't tracked them probably in the last 3 days. But my meals are pretty consistent at this point. So at this point, I kind of know what the macros are because I'm pretty much eating the same thing. So like normally for breakfast, I have my bulletproof coffee. I do make it 2 different ways. One, I do the regular coffee, a sweet. I've been using Trevia, which is actually pretty good. Heavy whipping cream, butter, the Kerrygold butter, and then uh, the coconut oil. So the only other variation of that is that I will just use the coconut oil and the heavy whipping cream and the vanilla. So I make 2 different versions of bulletproof coffee. I make one or each of those every morning, so I know what the macros look like on that. In terms of breakfast, it's pretty much the same. It's usually either eggs or bacon, or eggs and ground beef. Again, I know what the macros are on that. Dinner has been a lot of chicken lately. Um, so again, I know the macros on that. So I haven't had to track for the last couple of days because again, the meals are the same. So I feel no need to keep putting the very same thing in. Now, what I do try to track is anything that I might eat off of, my regular thing, which is lately, I'll admit I didn't track those cookies. But I'm sure I've eaten the roll. um, I have justified it by only eating two cookies at a time, and they are double stuffed. Um, so I try to justify it by eating just two cookies at a time. But now I have two cookied myself through um, the row. So this morning when I went to go get my two cookies and I realized that the row was gone, I immediately closed it back up and I put the back the packaging back or whatever. And I had to sit down and come to terms with why my stress level is so high. Acknowledge that it is stress, that I didn't fail, that I didn't fall off the wagon, um, but more so that I gave in to that stress. And if I know nothing else about myself, I know that I am an emotional eater. So when my emotions are high, I tend to snack heavily. So that's been going on for about a week. What's today? Today is the 15th. Like I said, I don't know when you'll see this video. It was supposed to been posted yesterday, but again. Um, but yeah, so today is Saturday, and I'll say that it's probably been going on the entire week. So yeah. Um, other than that, what else has been going on? Um, oh, I was down. I haven't taken any measurements. That actually won't happen until Monday. But the last time I got on the scale, I was, I want to say 266 point 8 or something like that. I'll write it down. I'll write the actual numbers down in the description box. Then my waist was 42 inches, which is down from 52 inches, 52 and a half inches. So I'm 45. Um, Again, I won't know if those numbers have gone up um, until Monday. I'm actually afraid to step on the scale. Um, I honestly don't know how much damage I've done in terms of this week with the snacking. The snacking has really just been the cookies. It hasn't been much of anything else because I have stayed consistent with keto meals. I still eat the keto meals, but again, the sweet tooth. So other than that, let's see what else. Oh, so I do start my physical therapy finally on Wednesday or Thursday of this coming week. So it'll be my first therapy session since I got out of rehab back in June. So I'm looking forward to that because that will help strengthen my left side. So I don't know. Have I ever showed you guys? I don't think I ever showed you. So, I mean, even though I can lift my arm, like I have reasonable control over this left side, but certainly not as much as my right side. Then let's see what else. How I've been feeling. Let's talk about that. I don't want to use the word discouraged. Um, because I don't really feel discouraged. Discouraged seems like too strong of a word. But then at the same time, I have had moments of discouragement simply because it doesn't seem to me like my body is changing. Yes, the numbers are reflecting the change, but I don't see it. And so I sometimes wonder if maybe I'm not doing it right. I keep going back looking at old videos. I keep trying to readjust my meals. I keep trying to perfect this lifestyle. And I think maybe that's where my stress came from. Like I'm starting to overthink this diet or lifestyle, way of eating. Um, and so I think maybe I might have stressed myself out. Um, so I have decided to just take a step back, reevaluate, why I began this in the first place, because this was never truly about weight loss for me. This was about a way to heal my brain so that I could get limited use. I can use my left side, but it's extremely weak and it gets extremely tired and it affects my day to day lifestyle. Like it's a struggle to comb my hair. It's a struggle I have to use a shower chair. So, um, when I take my shower, it has to be like at night because I am completely wiped out from just, cleaning my body. So when I initially started doing the research, for the keto, it was what mainly attracted me to it was because it was supposed to be a way for your body to heal itself and repair itself. And right now, that's exactly what I need. I need my body to repair itself, um, especially my brain, because I need to reestablish the connection. Now, let me say, first off, that I am very grateful because I am in a stroke survivors group, and there are some people who are a year in, or 2 years in, or 5 years in, or 7 years in, and they're still not showing any improvement. So, considering I will be 4 months, my post. Oh my God, what am I trying to say? I am post. My post form is 4 months since my stroke. I had my stroke May 18th, and so the September 18th will be 4 months. And I'm moving without the assistance of a cane or a walker. Now, I do take my walker when I leave the house because, my balance is unstable. But around the house, I get along, just fine. I'm cooking for myself. I'm cleaning, so I'm doing regular, normal, everyday stuff in terms of taking care of myself, but it wipes me out to the point where there's just some days when, it's all I can do to get up and go to the bathroom because I just don't have the strength. And that's just fatigue. It's not because my left side isn't working, but because it's fatigued. And sometimes it feels like I have two toddlers um, tied to my arm and leg because there's just how much strength it takes for me to use it. But again, like I said, I'm grateful in the sense that I'm further along than a majority of the people that I see in the group. But at the same time, I wonder, when am I going to get my normal back? Um, so again, I got all off track. I'm rambling. Uh, so no, I was saying that keto was never about weight loss for me. But then I realized that I started to focus on the numbers. Like if the scale wasn't moving or the tape measure wasn't moving, then I was starting to get stressed out. And I was wondering if maybe I'm overdoing it or I'm not doing it right. So I'm rewatching videos and I think that I'm doing, and I'm thinking maybe, I'm trying to figure out, should I eliminate? Should I add? Should I try? So it just got to be overwhelming. And so I think at this point now, stress took over in the sense like, oh God, this, it's just too much. And so I think that at this point, I need to take a step back. I need to hit the reset button and remember why I started this weight loss or way of eating was not about the pounds. It was not about my size. Yes, the benefit to it is that I have lost 13 pounds. I might have gained some of that back though with that row of cookies. Um, but I don't feel bad. I don't feel guilty. I accept and acknowledge where it's coming from. And so now I just have to do what it takes to, like I said, hit the reset button. Um, other than that, I think that's been pretty much it for me. I am sleeping better. I do notice that. Um, one of the other benefits I've noticed is that my hair just seems so much fuller. Now, it's fuller, but then it's drier too. So I seem to have to put like more, more oils and stuff in it because it's really, really dry. But then at the same time, it's thicker. So I don't know if that has anything to do with the keto because most of the um, concerns I've seen is that there's hair loss associated with keto, but I don't seem to be having loss as much as my hair seems to be getting thicker. Oh, excuse me, and it's certainly drier. Um, let's see what else. The battle of energy. Oh my goodness. So now one thing I can certainly say, this way of eating certainly does provide you with energy. However, for me, it's counterproductive because my energy is up against my fatigue and they battle often. Like I will be sitting on the bed and I'm thinking, oh, let me get up and let me do and let me, straighten or let me clean or let me do something. And then my fatigue reminds me that no, you can't do that right now. So it can be frustrating, but overall, I believe in this way of eating, so I'm going to continue with it. I have to learn that I have to keep reminding myself, I should say, not learn. Well, that too. I guess just to learn and remind myself why I started this lifestyle to begin with. And that's to heal my brain. The benefit or the bonus is the weight loss. But I became so obsessed with the number. I'm like, I'm not a numbers person. But I found myself becoming obsessed with the number. So if the number wasn't moving, I panicked. I think I panicked. But I guess that's a good thing because then panic means that I am aware or that I am committed to this lifestyle. I don't know. You tell me. You tell me what you think um, this might be coming from. Or better yet, if you've experienced this anxiety or this obsession with the number. Like, is that something that you also have dealt with, or is that something that you're dealing with? Please give me um, your experiences. Let me know so that I know that I'm not crazy, that I'm not feeling this way by myself. And I think, and even though I'm in the support groups and, I read the stories, but it still feels like I'm not doing this right, or I feel like I'm failing at this because maybe the things are not fast enough, which is ridiculous because I mean I've only been on the darn thing a month and a half. So but I can't let go of the fact that I think that I'm doing this wrong or that I'm somehow failing at this way of life. Um, I can exercise. I mean, I can. That's not true. I can exercise. But my exercise is very restricted. But I guess there's just ways. I just feel guilty. I mean, I'm trying. Forgive me because I think while I'm doing this video, I'm also sorting out my feelings. At the same time, I'm like, am I doing this wrong? Am I guilty for not being better at this? Does that make sense? I don't know. Let me just okay, before I start to rambling more than I already have. So, there are going to be a few people that I'm going to list down um, in the description. I first want to thank um, Keto, keeping it simple. Thank you so much for the shout out, girl, because of you. And I'm going to list her video down in the description. Thank you so much for your shout out because that have she's helped grown my channel, so I've gotten some more subscribers. So now I almost feel obligated to make more videos so that you guys will come back and watch, and certainly so that I can certainly see. I want to also um, I'm thinking of ways to like expand the channel beyond just keto. For me, this is real life on keto. So real life isn't just about eating; it's about me living my life, and then sharing that with you. My ups, my downs, my concerns, my fears. Um, but again, I want this channel to be beyond just keto. So I'm actually thinking about investing in a um, vlogging camera. I don't think that I'll vlog. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think that that's what I'll do. But I certainly want to be able to capture different things like, meal preps, grocery hauls, um, things of that nature. And speaking of grocery hauls, I am currently right now on disability, so I only get a check once a month. So I can only go grocery shopping once a month. So maybe next month when it's time for me to go grocery shopping again, I will try to find a way to take you guys with me so you can see. And then that way you can help me. Um, and tell me, what are the things that I might can add or whatever the ways that I might can do. Um, Certainly some recipes. I need you guys' help with recipes because I don't know what to cook. um, so let me see. I think that's it. I think that's pretty much it for now. Yeah. Oh, I was saying that I was gonna list a couple more other people down in the description so you can go and give them a shout out. I was supposed to write their names down, but I'm having a brain fog right now, so please forgive me. Um, okay, well, I think that's it. So once again, thank you for taking the time out to listen to my off the rails rambles. um, Thank you for your support. Thank you for all the advice so far that everyone has given me. Um, but once again, just thank you for being a part of the channel. So if you like the video, please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Also, and let me know what other kind of videos that you would like to see. Would there is there something else that maybe I want to talk that you want to hear me talk about, or maybe there's some questions, um, something along those lines. So I guess with that, I'm done rambling. Thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you at the next video. Bye.